Home Alone is a classic, a family film that's been adored via many a rerun, and a film that will always hold pleasant nostalgic memories for myself and a multitude of others. But what if I told you it was harboring a secret, that there's an appearance from the king of rock and roll almost 13 years after his supposed death? Strap on your blue suede shoes, we're about to uncover the mystery behind Elvis Presley's post-mortem bit in one of the holiday's most cherished films. The Home Alone series isn't shy from having extras as cameos, especially in the second film. There's Frank Oz, the film's director Chris Columbus, more on him later, his daughter, and, Donald Trump. I'm not gonna play audio for copyright reasons, but if this doesn't strike your memory, the clip in question takes place towards the latter half of the first film, as Catherine O'Hara's character attempts to barter with an airline employee to get back home to her child whom she neglected to take with her on the annual holiday family vacation. Did you see him, right there, to the left? Here's an image from a Blu-ray rip I came across so you can get a better look at him. You can see John Candy's character is almost symmetrically lined up with the extra, and his character is revealed to be the polka king of the Midwest. King of polka, king of rock and roll. It gets even more suspicious as throughout this entire scene, he's just glaring around, the only extra that's almost always visible by the camera. I know what you're thinking. Dan, this isn't Elvis, you're crazy, you just wasted my time. You may point out that Elvis was clean shaven, his hair was jet black, there's no way that the person in this scene could be Elvis. I hate to say it, but you're completely wrong. The unnamed extra in the film could actually be the once thought deceased king of rock and roll. Elvis Presley actually dyed his hair throughout his appearances. His hair never black, but rather a dirty blonde. The same shade of dirty blonde as the extra in question. Now, sure, you may say, well, whatever. They have the same hair color, but they still don't look anything alike. Before I get into the final piece of evidence that solves this mystery, I'd like for you to take a look at what two of the staff working on the film thought. How about this? Let's look at the main character of the film, played by Macaulay Culkin, which, by the way, what happened, man? There's more drugs in you than an NYPD evidence room. Anyway, he plays the boy in the film named Kevin McAllister, which if you arrange the letters of his names, it spells out I, Mr. Elvis, act. Okay, I'm kidding. There's actually a director's commentary on the DVD where the film's director, Chris Columbus, and Culkin watch the film together and share their thoughts. It's actually a great little commentary, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest picking it up from the link in the description below, as it's pretty hard to find. When the two reach the certain point in question during the film, Columbus says, and I quote, "They are convinced, these people, that this is Elvis Presley, that he's faked his death, and because he still loves show business, he's an extra in Home Alone." "Oh my god," laughed Culkin. "Look at this guy," he said of the bearded man. "He's not Elvis Presley." And to quote Vice.com, the two share a hard chuckle over it. And maybe it's too hard, almost as if they're covering something up. This begs another question. If this is a conspiracy propagated by Columbus, is Culkin in on it too? And as for Columbus, there's a lot of ties he has towards Presley. The fact that he directed a movie titled Heartbreak Hotel, a film about 4 boys kidnapping Elvis Presley so he can hook up with one of the boys' dying mothers. Okay. It bears into realization that Chris would have been able to get the attention of the hidden rock star. But enough digestion. Let's get into the solidifying evidence. I'll agree with you. When compared to most photos, the man in question has no resemblance to Elvis. Well, I found a film. Here's Sharo from 1969, a somewhat mediocre film about a cowboy named Jess Wade, falsely accused of stealing a cannon from Mexican revolutionary forces, and he has to find who actually stole it or some lazy writing like that. Now look at the actor who plays Jess Wade. It's undeniable that it's the man who plays the extra in Home Alone. Well, the man who plays Jess Wade is none other than Elvis Presley. It's the beard that threw you off. And while they still don't mirror each other, keep in mind that Presley would have been 55 in Home Alone, while he was 34 in this Western. So convinced yet? My name is Dan Thompson. Happy holidays. Keep your eyes peeled.